The Beekman.
Okay.
All right. So from the This Covers Everything collection, we have the Under Eye Corrector that instantly brightens the under eye circles. It's infused with skin-loving ingredients, of course, that while you're covering, because we want to cover, is moisturizing and nourishing the skin while we're concealing the darkness.
Yeah, all right, so again, here we go. If you have darkness underneath your eye, I need you to pay attention. If your under eye area is really good, you don't need this. Ready? So what do we normally do when we have darkness underneath the eye? You need to color correct it. This will instantly color correct and will instantly brighten and it will instantly take care of that under eye area. There's 2 shades to choose from. There's a rose quartz. That's for fair to medium. And then there is amber that goes from tan to deep. So I'm going to show you the 2 shades. What shade do you have?
Rose.
You have rose. This is probably amber. It is. So here we go. Normally what were people doing? They were putting like peach shade lipsticks underneath their eyes. When you have hereditary or darkness, say you don't get a lot of sleep. Yeah, what do? You're piling on the concealer and then all of a sudden it's bringing attention to it.
Yep.
So this instantly cancels it out, instantly. All right, I'm gonna put this right here on a blue vein. See that blue vein? That's what, I know the reason I'm doing it is because that is what you see underneath your eye. That blue that you see, that darkness, is actually blood. I know it sounds gross, but listen, we all need to learn. But here we go. Watch just how it's canceling out all that blueness.
Oh, it's such a nice texture.
It's a nice texture. Look at that brightness. See how you can't see any of that blueness? It's a nice texture. Now, this is what it does. You pat this in. Now, you can a lot of times that's enough. That's all you need because you're really wearing a concealer. So where's the blue vein? Where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
Where did it go? I don't know where it went. It's there. I'm going to show you. It's there. That blue vein is there. Look at it. There's that blue vein, but I have canceled it out, and I'm not using a concealer that has 15 different shades that you don't know what to pick and you're going too light. This has brighteners. This has all of those ingredients. All right, I'm going to erase my blue vein again. You get the brush. Rose quartz is from fair to medium. Tan to deep is amber.
Okay, rose quartz only 60,
oh my goodness.
remain.
Okay, yeah.
And fewer than 200 in the amber.
Look at that.
Oh wow.
Look, where did it go? Where did that blueness go? That's what it's doing. I'm going to do my whole hand. Watch. If you have sallowness underneath the eye, if you're the girl that goes for, right for it, you know, a concealer 3 shades brighter underneath your eye because you want to brighten it up. Look at how every bit of blue, every bit of darkness is completely done.
I've changed
how bright
my way on that.
Yep.
I now go with matching.
You're supposed to match. You're never supposed to go lighter.
But what you learned, when I learned makeup, when this generation taught me, they taught me to go 2 shades lighter, and then you look like a raccoon the whole time.
Yeah,
and
you
then
look dated.
A few years ago, I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
So, and then I started going with matching, and that's a lot
Makes
better.
you look younger, and it doesn't draw attention. But still, when you have dark circles, what happens is you end up just piling on concealer because you need to cancel it out. So the salmon shade, now I want you to see how hydrated. So there's 2 things, and you're going to see my little girl here, right? You're going to see what happens right here. Watch how when she puts it on. If you have that extra baggage that's under there, right? I don't care if it comes where it comes from, but you have that extra baggage, you're trying to brighten it, you're trying to minimize the look of baggage, you're trying to minimize the look of that darkness. What do? You are piling on the concealer and nothing works for you. This is not one of those creams that you sit there with the fan and you hold still that dries, it's like crunchy and does that. That's not what this is. This is going to instantly cancel out the look of darkness. It's instantly going to cancel out the look of dehydration underneath the eye because that's what's happening. That skin is so thin, that's why you see the accumulation of blood. That's why you're seeing it. So many of us go, Doris, I have congenital dark circles. And the reality is you just really have congenital thinness of that tissue underneath the eye. And you can see that blood pooling underneath there and you need to cancel it. So you can see on my hand how I've canceled.
There's nothing else that we can do for that?
No.
Well, I went to a plastic surgeon.
You can't.
And I was like, operate, do whatever you want.
Can't.
And he goes, no, that's your Mediterranean skin. He's like, you were born that way.
Yep.
I said, I was a little kid with
dark circles. And sometimes it's medication that happens. Hereditary, you got your skin.
24 left in rose quartz. Go
Okay.
ahead. What
All
did
right.
you
No,
say?
I love
medication.
Medication will do it. So rose quartz is from fair to medium shade. So medium up to Rosina. If you're going to go warmer, my tans, my olive girls, my rich girls, I have amber that will cancel out that darkness. So that's what you need. You want to cancel this out. So you're going to see Amy here is in the rose quartz, and I love that you see that she has hereditary dark circles.
Yes.
So this has kaolin clay, this has ceramides in it, aloe, caffeine, hyaluronic acid, safflower. This has like allantoin, all of these beautiful ingredients that are going to help to hydrate, cancel out. Now watch what she's doing. You get the brush, tap, tap, tap. Watch how instantly it's brightened. Look how hydrated. You know when it gets dark and dehydrated and it just feels kind of, you know, crepey and texture. Look on Amy. So that's the rose quartz shade. See how the darkness is gone. Now she can use concealer over top if you want, but most people don't. They just want the darkness.
That's it.
Gone.
That's
You just
it.
want the darkness gone. Okay, we're gonna look at Blair. Blair is in the amber shade. So you can see in Blair too, it's smoothing, it's hydrating, that darkness is canceled. And again, we're doing it. Kaolin clay is a super smart ingredient. So whether you have oil in there or really dry, it helps to balance. It's smart technology. Look at how bright that is. So
wow.
Isn't that great? Isn't that cool? It's such a cool price. So that's why I say like adult 10. It's not like, okay, the standard stuff.
Rose quartz is sold out.
Good.
But yeah, you're gonna enjoy this.
Yeah, you will enjoy it.
It has such a beautiful texture, and it does have like a little hint of luminosity.
It does. Like, look at that.
And then you're gonna play with it, right? Like you're gonna either use it all alone or underneath, but it's gonna do the same thing.
Same thing.
To use less concealer when you are canceling. Look how Look at how bright.
How bright. And it's set, it's dry. Well, another thing I have to show you that's really cool, you'd think that that's wet, right? You see how bright and how hydrated?
Oh yeah,
and how,
it's not wet.
Not.
Right.
It's not. All right, so I want you to see on my hand, see that brightness, see that luminosity on my hand? You would think that that's wet. No, it's not. That's how it's gonna look under the eye. That's bringing that look. The concealers don't do this. See how bright? You would touch that and you think it's wet. It's not wet.
No, it's not.
It makes it look hydrated.
It's made me look more healthy.
It's so cool, right? Yeah.
It made me look more healthy.
It does. And a lot of times people that take medication, they get that darkness, you don't get sleep. You're a new mom, you don't get sleep. You're a grandmom that's watching your grandkids. That's what happens. You know.
Mommy, hi, Mom.
Yeah, Mom, I get it. I got it. My sister, she's babysitting tonight. She'll need this, you know. But it's one of those things, when you have the darkness, what do you do? And that's one of the cool things, like the green stick for the red, like this for the darkness. These are little things, these little tips and tricks that you can add to your makeup routine that make a huge difference. Like things that you've been kind of searching and looking for. But this product right here is just a big, fat game changer. When you've got that darkness, what do you do? So I know we only have the amber left. That is definitely, do not get amber if you missed out on the rose quartz. So it's definitely for skin tones that are tan all the way to my really rich deep shades.
Perfect.
Cool,
okay,
right?
A650353, and that is our under eye corrector with the brush. So we started the show with a magic